MotorWeek is made possible by Rock Auto, Tire Rack, and Die Hard.
Well, hello and welcome again to MotorWeek. We're glad to have you with us. While rarely profitable, entry-level cars are an important part of every automaker's product line. That's because they bring in the young customers that the automaker hopes will become old customers. For Chevrolet, entry-level has long meant the Cavalier. This straightforward little car has formed the foundation of the Chevy line since its debut in 1982. But nothing lasts forever, and for 1995, there's a new Cavalier. Is Chevy's basic box good for another 14 years? Only time and sales figures will tell, but we do know that after viewing the new Cavalier, the term Econo Box no longer applies. Indeed, this second-generation Cavalier's smooth outer shell shows more European and Asian thinking than Detroit, especially in the sharp arrow-shaped nose with its ground-hugging grille, and the sloping greenhouse and high rounded deck lid. While built on a beefed-up J platform with 3 inches more wheelbase and a 2-inch wider track, the new Cavalier is actually shorter than its predecessor. But its new shape and stretched wheelbase allow for increased interior space. And while the plastics used are still a bit too utilitarian, the slick new shape gives its dash a style and efficiency that the old Cavalier never had. Nor did it have the safety of standard dual airbags. The Cavalier's front bucket seats are stylish and supportive by entry-level standards. Our LS grade test car's effective seat controls, optional tilt wheel, and height-adjustable seatbelt anchors guarantee a good fit for all of our drivers. The LS gauge package is clean and workmanlike, including a tachometer and temperature gauge, as well as a handy shift indicator in cars equipped with automatic transmissions. Ventilation controls consist of 3 well-marked rotary switches and 2 buttons, as simple and efficient as it gets. The optional CD player's profusion of buttons is a bit busier, but just as easy to use. Storage is plentiful in the new Cavalier. It ranges from map pockets to a large glove box with clever pen and tissue holders. And the center console also includes cup holders for both front and rear seats. Speaking of which, the rear seat gains almost 1.5 inches leg room to better fit adults. Safety belt adjusters are included for children. And although the rear seat back doesn't split, it does fold to handle long and oversized cargo. As for the slightly larger 13.2 cubic foot trunk, it now features a low liftover for much easier loading. But not everything is new. The venerable 2.2-liter 4-cylinder engine has been retained but improved from top to bottom. It now makes 120 horsepower and 130 pound-feet of torque using platinum-tipped spark plugs good for 100,000 miles. Drivers who need more power can opt for the latest 150-horse version of GM's Quad 4. It will be optional in LS-grade sedans and the upcoming convertible, while standard in the Z24 Coupe, which debuts in spring. Transmission choices are a standard 5-speed manual for base cars, a standard 3-speed automatic for LS sedans, and a 4-speed automatic on cars with the Quad 4. With 3 speeds and 120 horses on tap, our LS sedan hit 60 in a respectable 10.1 seconds. The quarter mile ran out in 17.3 seconds at 82 miles per hour. Low and mid-range response was vastly improved over last year. There was still plenty of 4-cylinder noise and vibration at top end, but both engine and transmission are now much more refined. The same can be said for handling, thanks to a stiffer chassis and a new rear suspension. Front plow is down and grip is up. It's still no Corvette, but the Cavalier can finally hold its own with Asian competitors when the road starts to curve. The Cavalier is the least expensive car with standard anti-lock brakes. Our car stopped from 60 in a fine average distance of 119 feet. As with handling, both pedal feel and stability are solid. Ride quality, however, has not taken a huge leap forward, but it's still better than some import competitors. As is fuel economy, which in our LS automatic test car is EPA rated at 25 city, 32 highway. We returned a good average of 29 miles per gallon. Mileage numbers aside, it's always been price numbers that count most in the entry-level class. The Cavalier line starts at $10,060 for the base coupe, $10,265 for the sedan. Our LS sedan starts at $12,465 and comes to $14,391 with options. The Cavalier's safety story includes dual airbags, its trend-setting standard anti-lock brakes, and 5-mile-per-hour bumpers. In the last few years, the original Chevy Cavalier cemented a reputation as a reliable small car, but one that was also very dated when compared to both import and domestic competition. Now, with trendy looks, more room, extensive safety equipment, and both solid performance and economy, all at very low prices, the 1995 Cavalier is now looking up to no one, and in our opinion, well prepared for the start of another 14 years of success.